What's up, guys? MJM here, 3 Gaming Bros with another Flashback Friday. This week, I am bringing you my favorite RPG of the Xbox, PS2, GameCube generation, Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. And I think what I enjoyed about it is like my style of play. I'm a co-op player. I like FPSs and other stuff, but when they made this one, they changed it to a turn-based game, which really revolutionized the way you played it. You didn't have to deal with as much with the funny camera angles when you were um, playing combat and whatnot, and it was just great. A great new adventure. The graphics were a little better than the previous ones. You can see here, the polygons and whatnot weren't so great. But the shading, the texture, I thought was definitely an improvement on the game. This one was nice. It brought you 6 new characters. You could be Betharor, the Citadel Guard of Gondor, Idril of Lothlorien, Elaghost of Dunedain, Hedhod of the Clan of Fundin, Morrowind of Penmark, or Eodin of the Rittermark. So you had 6 characters to choose from. You got your Ranger, Elf, you got melee, range, magic. So a real good balance of playthrough to balance how you want to attack the characters. You can see here, this is early on in the game, and you're not really able to check out the turn base yet, but it gives you an example of what the menus are going to look like. And for someone who's into retro games, classic games, obviously this isn't a NES game, Atari, whatever. But it is a classic. This game is 10 years old. Copyright 2004. So a big majority of today's gamers didn't play those systems. I'm an older gamer. I've been playing since the early 80s. And I like the new stuff. I like the old stuff. I like the in-between. I just love games. Gaming culture. Here's another example of what it looks like. My Xbox controller, so this one I'm running around. It looks real funny to see what I'm doing. But you can see the HUD there on the top right of the map with the direction indicator for north. And it gives you, an idea of where you're going. The bright green is the open area. The solid green is out of bounds, walls, water, someplace you can't go. And, it takes a little time to get navigation correctly. I had a little trouble with it because I haven't played this game forever. I actually just picked it up on eBay for, I think it was like $3.24, including shipping. So, this is a game I'm going to definitely get some hours playing. I'm going to be keeping it and going through the whole game and playing it. So it's a great buy. You can find stuff at yard sales, Craigslist. Keep your eye out for some of these old games. You can see here going through the menu system, able to customize each character. You got 5 different stat categories you can raise up for attack, maximum magic, health, speed, evasion, the chance of hitting the enemy. So sometimes you do miss, sometimes the enemies miss. So you can customize your character how you want. You want a full-blown, warrior, one-shot hitter who might have a lower chance of missing. You want a more accurate archer, wizard, whatever. Then the nice thing is you're able to go through and customize each player's gear to give them buffs. Change out to higher equipment to give them higher damage, better defense, whatnot. You're also able to apply elf stones. I think you get 3 per character, which have different types of buffs. Some are for crafting, some are for defense, armor, whatever. So it's a real nice combination. You can see here using a magic attack, water. This is, I believe, the first ogre you're going to come across in the game. A real heavy HP enemy. So good teamwork is a must because a couple hits he can take out one enemy. So you've got to be ready to heal, buff each other. Right here, the dwarf. He has some really nice attacks. I like his flaming attack, the early on base one. There's lots and lots of attacks you can get later on in the game. Unfortunately, I don't have save data anymore for this, so I'm starting fresh. I wish I could show you guys some more in-depth in the game. Down the road, I will probably do a redo at this, look back, once I have played it, finished the game, and I have everything unlocked. Through this, I've only got 4 characters unlocked, so sorry I can't show you guys everything. But I wanted to get this video out for people to see, what you've been missing, because some of the games you play on these new consoles, I mean, they're graphically entertaining. The visuals, the audio are great, but as far as the gameplay, it's just like, man, I don't know, not the greatest thing. And I put this game in, and I told my wife, it's like, I'm gonna play this for like 15 minutes, record a little footage, and I've been playing it for an hour. Because you just get drawn into it, and that's the great thing about finding a game you love. Not everybody has the same style, but if you like RPGs, if you like Lord of the Rings, if you like turn-based games, guys, check it out. It's Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. It was available on Xbox, PS2, and GameCube. And like I said, I found one on eBay last week for like $3 and some change, including shipping, which people blow that on a coffee, but I'm getting a whole lot better value out of it. You can see there the battle's over. A couple guys have leveled up, and I was right at a save point. Periodically, through the levels, there are save points where you save your game. Granted, you do got to work from 1 to 1, so if you die in between, you're kind of out of luck, but not hard to do. Here you can see, moving along, I ran into enemies again, which were at random. You see that Eye of Sauron that popped up. As you're running along, you'll see that start kind of flashing dimly in the left-hand corner of your screen to let you know you're getting close to being attacked. So if you have low health, you might want to hit the menu and use some herbs or potions to get everybody's health up, if you're real low, because you don't want to die. Here we got a couple of guars, 3 of them. Not too bad. This early on in the game, they're not going to do too much damage to me. But you got to be smart, If you've played a turn-based game, you usually want to attack like the strongest guy first and get him taken out of the way. If they're all balanced, pick one and get them, out of the game. That way, when it's the roll's turn and it's their turn for attack, instead of 2 attacking you, there's only 1, or instead of 3 attacking you, there's only 2. Here you've seen they had a couple attacks. I only got 1 left, so not too much trouble with these guys. The guars aren't too difficult. They do have a pretty strong attack, though, so you gotta watch out for it. If one of your characters gets weak, you can get close. I have some footage not shown here, but it was recorded in the way where I did almost die. But anyways, guys, I don't want to keep this too long. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave in the comments. Do you have an old game you want to see? Anyway, guys, 3GB, 3 Gaming Bros. Remember, come with us if you want a game.